Hey, I forgot to update my settings, and Coconut is determined to leave stream. Bean, what are you doing? Bean, Bean, leave my cords alone. Bean, Bean. Come here. Come here. Come here. You're not going to cooperate, are you? You're really not going to cooperate with me. Here we go, maybe. Okay. Things I have to do to get her to stay on CATCAM. Oh, don't you bite me. Even if it's a love bite. There you go. Take that. May or may, oops. Oh, it is on. She may or may not stay. I don't know. She's looking like she's trying to decide whether or not to stay or to I need to post my I need to post my go live. I might get lucky. She might. Nope. Oh. Well. Oh. She noticed I made her new grass today. Kathy, hello. Welcome to the stream. Coconut is still here. She's just on the edge of my desk and she is refusing to cooperate. So I'm gonna post my Instagram and she's gonna go sit on the mat, so she's being a punk. Maybe she'll come back. We'll see. If not, then I'll grab Adventure Floof and he can be on cam. Let's draw comics. She wants to sit on the mat. Yeah, she's just being a bum. All right. Let me get my link. YouTube. There, I had a brain fart. Art of Bekyot. Everything spelled correctly. Watch now. All right. Now she's clawing the mat, but this is fine. That mat is there for her to claw. So hopefully she'll come back. Alright, so there's that. Let's post that. We're all good there. Song's currently playing up my Spotify Wrapped. Oh no. Well, you know. It's a good one. It's a good one. Alright, let's make sure that posted. Updating. Uploading. Oh my god. Well, she's taking a bath now, so it's kind of hilarious. I think I'm going to have to take a picture of this. We'll do it again with the leg. Bean! Hi! You want to come back up here? She says no. You will not get my presents today. Oh, she's coming back. She's coming back. It's a quick song, I admit, whenever I hear it. Oh, wonderful. Come on. You want to come back up on your nice warm heating pad? Why are you giving me that? Oh, don't give me that. She's feisty. You want me to pick you up? I know you're going to bite me if I pick you up. You're feisty. What do you want me to do? You want your toy? You want your toy? How about this? It has to be on her terms. If I pick her up and put her up there, do you want to go back on your pad? Here we go. She's not going to stay. But I gave it a good effort. And she's going to take that and run away with it. Nope. Oh, she's taking it and running away. Is that what you're going to do today? He is not cooperating, but we will maintain hope. But I will start drawing anyway. All right, so today I actually have, whoops. I want to draw on that with my regular pen. That would not be good. I got 3 comics done. I've got a short version. So I have the Christmas comic is actually going to be super long and compared to normal. I rewrote part of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and I start out that one off. I'll just read the actual how I changed the lines. So I start out pretty faithful to the first couple of sets. When what to our wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny floof deer. With a curly-tailed driver I just wanted to hug, I knew in a moment it must be Santa Pug. He jumped down with a sack full of presents on his back, and he passed them all out with a grin on his snout. Then with a bark and a tail wiggle, he drove out of sight, saying Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. So I have that divided up into 8 frames, and I'm hoping I can pull this off because I'm going to do a small square and then a large, and I'm going to alternate it so it kind of down the page it reads better as because it's essentially 8. But I may switch that because I don't know. I'm torn because if I do 2, 2, and then 3, and then one big one that I can cut into 2 for Instagram, that could work. It's just arranging it because I want to have the final Merry Christmas to all and to all good night. I want to have kind of like the cast shot there because I usually do some sort of a cast shot. And that's what takes forever is drawing all the different characters. So there's that one, and I'll be drawing that not on this stream. I'm going to be drawing the Floof comic for tomorrow, and then I have an extra EL Ribbons comic that is a parody of the Star Wars Anakin and Padme meme, and that one's really a simple 4-up where EL has a bunch of ribbons, and she says I bought some extra ribbons at some Christmas ribbons at the shop, and then I'm not sure if it's probably gonna be Coco or maybe Pudge, and they're gonna ask, oh, what about all the ribbons at home? And she's gonna get a close up on the face, and what about all the ribbons at home, that. So kind of playing off of the cats and ribbons plus Christmas. So I'll have that hopefully for next week as well. And then the bigger Christmas comic, it's gonna take me maybe, I'm gonna get as much done of these two, and then hopefully Friday, Saturday, Sunday I'll be able to get those done, the big long one done, and then Monday morning I fly out to be with family for Christmas. So that is what I got done this morning, which was really good. I'm glad I got those mapped out. I've got other stuff that I just need to make stuff for, like my Christmas posts, and I feel like I've already done one titled The Gift. And I'm getting the deja vu again with the darn, I know I've done a heart wreath, but I'm thinking of changing it to a pot of flowers with maybe some sort of a heart wreath or Christmas thing, because the story for this one is Floof sees Momo and Coco walking down the road with a bunch of really beautifully wrapped presents, but Floof opens up his little leaf purse, and there's not much money in there. So Floof gets an idea, and he DIYs the Christmas gift for his friend. So I'm gonna keep it called The Gift right now, but I might change it. So this one is 2, 3, and 1. It's just sitting on the mat, looking at the door. I know you hear me. I see your ear turning. Alright, so that will, I think that's good, and then the final will be right there. I'm trying. She's not giving. She is just not giving today. All right. Back to a bath. Oh, she wants out. All right, I'll let her out. I'll get Adventure Floof. Okay, come on. Come on, baby. You want out? All right, so I've got Adventure Floof and Momochi on stream. Sometimes I like to. It doesn't last very long because usually my my feet go numb. But it's comfy to sit with my legs crossed in my chair sometimes as I'm drawing. All right, so let's see. Floof is going to how is he gonna take? Hey Ariana, hello, welcome to the stream. So I kind of like that because I know I've done the heart wreath before where they make that. So I definitely want to change what he's making. I don't remember which comic that was in. I think it was actually one where the wreath is presented to the viewer, maybe. Let me do a quick save there and see if I can't find it. Gift. Giving. Give pats. That's not it. That's that one. It might be easier for me to just search my webcomic directory on the website, because for some reason I type in a specific thing to search on my folder and it does not come up with, like, I'll type a word and it will maybe sometimes find the word. Okay, so we have a small gift where they make the birdhouse. I remember that. Thoughtful gift where Coco makes plants Momo flower. And where they decorate the wall. A new leaf. Oh, where they're making a new leaf for, okay. That's it? No. I didn't put it as gift then. Shapes of love, lovely smile, share love, done in love. Oh, done in love. That's what I'm thinking. What is done in love is done well. That was when I did the Vincent van Gogh quote and they made a little wreath out of leaves for Momo. Okay, that's the one I was thinking of. I'm still looking, making sure. Okay, all right. I think I'm in the clear. I always have those moments where I have deja vu and I have to figure out. Yeah, no, I don't really understand why. Sometimes I'll get it to come up with just like 2 letters, but then like, yeah, it's weird. Oh, you're coming back. Really? Okay, I gotta clear this then. Because if she comes up here and sees her spot taken, I might... like this close to jumping. It has to be her idea. It's got to be your idea. It can't be my idea. Nope. I'm giving her encouraging butt pats. Don't bite my cord. Well, we may get Coco on stream yet. But she's playing very hard to get. I even gave her fresh water. She has new grass growing. Actually, I think I'm gonna, oh. She says, fine. I will sit with you. Let's see. All right. There's my pen. I'm going to put the real pen away from where I'm grabbing for my stylus pen, because that has happened a few times where I reach for the stylus, but I pick up the other pen and I don't realize it, even though they're completely different, and I start drawing with my pen as opposed to the stylus. But thankfully, I didn't really make any marks, and I realized what I was doing. Now gift looks like a weird word. So happy I got those written out. I was worried I wouldn't get them written out and I'd be struggling for ideas, which is always frustrating. And I had the idea for the Christmas post last night, but of course I decided, oh, it's such a good idea, I'm not going to lose it, don't need to write it down. And of course it was gone this morning, and I had to struggle to capture the frayed ends of the idea that still remained. But I got it back. Moral of that story is, whenever you think you can remember it, don't trust yourself, write it down. Write it down. I've definitely not remembered. It's so frustrating. I keep a notebook by my bed, and just in that circumstance, because especially, I mean, my phone is charging nearby, and I could put it in my phone, but especially if I'm going to bed, I really don't want to, have the screen light up. So I have that notebook, and I've captured a couple of good ideas in there for sketches, and I think I've done all of those in some form of another or another. I was looking at it the other day, and I had a sketch idea for all of the characters kind of on this summery hillside. It's kind of a picnic, kind of sort of like the Volume 5 cover, but the versions of that I've done are not quite as close to the original idea, so I keep on coming back to that idea. And so I kind of want to redraw it and redo it in a different format, and probably inks, not Copics, but I have another one that I ended up doing. It was of the characters looking at catfish in a pond. And I know I did a version of that in Procreate, I believe, or I know I drew something pretty close to it, but again, I didn't get it was the idea in a general form, but not as close to that original sketch idea. So I might redraw those. That doesn't bother me that much. Sometimes when I stretch and transform these frames, it bugs me that it doesn't look quite right, but this isn't bugging me that much. Right? Group. Alright, we're good. You probably can't see it on stream, but if you look at her belly, you can kind of see her purring. She's purring really loud. That leg out just cracks me up. It kind of looks like a long tomahawk pork chop or a tomahawk steak. He says, "You better stop calling me a pork chop." Oh, here, let me read, because I did not a parody, but I did a remix and well, definitely a shortening of the night, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So I start this, and this is going to be the Christmas comic. It's long. I'm thinking, I have the first 4 frames sketched out, and you can see my lovely mess here. I'm thinking it'll be 8 frames. I may split the last one to make it a seamless swipe on Instagram and have it maybe 4 and then a line of 3 and then the big finishing frame if I put a lot of characters in that. But here's how I redid the lines. I started out, when what to our wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny floof deer. With a curly-tailed driver I just wanted to hug, I knew in a moment he must be Santa Pug. He jumped down with a sack full of presents on his back, and he passed them all out with a grin on his snout. Then with a bark and a tail wiggle he drove out of sight, saying Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. I'm thinking I have too many beats on that, then with a bark and a tail wiggle. I might just take out a tail. I may just edit it to, then with a bark and a wiggle he drove out of sight. I feel like that has the same cadence as the original, saying Merry Christmas to all and to all good night. So that's gonna be the Christmas comic. Not gonna work on it on stream. I gotta get this one done. And then I've got a cute Christmas ribbon one with EL that I'm gonna try and get out. It's only 4 frames, and they're very simple. They're pretty much, I draw 2 frames and I've got the whole comic, because the second, it's a parody on that Star Wars Anakin Padme meme. So I'm going to do that with EL and ribbon and maybe Momo, but Momo doesn't talk, so I'm thinking about maybe changing it to Coco or Pudge or something. But that one should be easy to do. And this one should be relatively easy since it's floof and those are pretty fast. But yeah, I gotta do a little bit more refinement on the Christmas one because I have it broken up. I'm gonna have like a stanza, the 2-line set. Is it a couplet? Ugh. I'm so far withdrawn from any type of poetry or creative writing classes. I don't remember what the anatomy of a poem those terms are. But yeah, I have it divided up. So, and I have the first 4 frames, and I'm thinking I might do square offset, kind of make it a little bit more easy to read because there's going to be a lot of text on this. And then, so the fifth one, he jumped down with a sack full of presents on his back. So that's easy. And he passed them all out with a grin on his snout. And that's an easy one where he's just giving a gift to one of the characters. Then with a bark and a wiggle, he drove out. Yeah, that's so much better. I just had too many beats. And with a bark and a wiggle, he drove out of sight, saying Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night. And then he'll jump back in. How do I... I either do the final frame, him driving out of sight, or I bring those two together and have him driving away. You see all the characters. I kind of want to have at least some sort of a cast, or at least maybe not the full cast shot, but something where I show multiple characters. But we'll see. Alright, so let's get to drawing and finding. This is going to be snow, so I have to keep that in mind. I might just... It's going to be blocked by Momo cheat, so I don't need to be that precise on it, but maybe I do. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and group this section. And I'll draw the foreground with Momo and Coco walking. I feel like her face is a little wiggly down there, but We'll need to change that shape a little bit, but just gonna need to get this a little bit. There we go. Whoops, get that. I'm gonna group this and maybe want to do a pile, like maybe there's another one here, like maybe there's a small gift on top. She's got a couple here. And then she'll be in her little shawl, her little Christmas cape. But if I have presents there, I don't need to draw her other arm. I'm going to move that over slightly. I do need to draw Coco over here though. I'm going to go ahead and finish out these gifts. Let me just make them into a smaller group if I can grab it. That, move this up. All right, so now I'm gonna group these, drop them down, and make the real gift boxes here. Okay. This, make it easier, there we go. Right, and let's draw this. I'm going to draw the box completely and then edit and erase lines I don't need after. And let's do the little gift box on top. Maybe make my point size a little smaller here. There we go. Yeah, I noticed that, and I went into my my notifications on Instagram. They're notifying me, like push notifications for new stories for like everyone, not even people I follow, because I'm looking at some of these and I'm like, I don't recognize this name. It's very weird. And I looked in the settings and it's not clear to me how to turn it off, because I found the section and they group stories with other notifications, and it's not like you have to turn off everything, or you either get everything or nothing at all. And because they grouped the stories, yeah, see, and I thought I was like going crazy, and then I saw one of the accounts I do follow posted a story about this, showing her screen with all of these random notifications about new stories. And then I looked in my notifications and I had stacks of them, and they came in overnight while I was sleeping. And I'm just like, what? Really? And you go into the settings, and because I did that from the notification itself, edit settings in the app. So it took me right to the spot, but the listing of the places on the notifications, it dumps the stories in with something else. And I was looking at it and I was like, well, I mean, I'm going to just get it and check out what's here. You know, of course, it's not where it needs to be. I don't have another notification. Yeah, because I cleared them all out. Oh. It's also giving me, okay. Gosh, I'm definitely going to have to turn off, because it's telling me about likes too. Let me see if I can get there if I edit this. Options. Configure on Instagram. All right, we're on push notifications. The one that I am not sure of is first posts and stories. That's what they dump it into. So you can choose off from profiles I follow or from everyone. And that seems like, I don't even remember. I mean, I guess these are new settings that they updated, because my app itself changed like maybe 2 days ago. And I got this stupid new layout that took the messages away from the upper right and moved it down to the bottom. And yeah, I'm not happy about that. But I'm guessing this is when that changed. But from everyone. Yeah, I think I can safely switch that to from profiles I follow. Comment daily digest. What does that mean? I don't really want that either, and I definitely need this is not clear to me, because you have, like, for story comments, off from profiles I follow, from everyone. So does that mean that I'm going to get a notification potentially from whatever person decides to comment on a story that they think I may like? I don't know. AI generated posts. First post is or suggested. I kind of need sticker responses on, because if I do polls, I want to know. And see, this one is comments like, so likes on my comments. And my comment notifications are turned off. That's not right. And this seems to be only on things that I'm tagged on. And I have like milestones off. I did not change that, but it's telling me about it. I don't know. It's not as clear as it should be. But anyway. It's quite irritating. Like, someone at Facebook got up and said, we're going to change everything and we're just going to leave the faucet running. We're just going to turn everything on for you just to see. I mean, no. No, thank you. That really, really was not. kindness you did your community. I think it's a little bit bigger. That's where I need it to be. And now let's fix up Momo's lines. It's like they're the wet bandits. They get into your app and they, you steal everything, change everything around, then they leave the faucet on as their calling card. That's what it is. Meta is now the wet bandits. And Zuckerberg definitely looks like a Marv. All right. I think that that's I think that's a fair assessment of the situation. All right, let's draw Cocoa Bean over here. And she's going to be carrying some gifts too. This ears, I'm gonna just draw her completely, I think, and then I'll layer her behind Momo. That will make things easier. I'm gonna drop that out. Oops. There we go. All right. Her little head. Her head's kind of a little bit long. Let's make her a little bit more. Well, now she's too small. I think, well, no, I kind of have to draw the rest of her body here because her footers are going to show up there. So let's do that. So that's going to be her down there. And she's going to show up over there. She's got her hand on the package. And let me just get the edge of this out. What else did I add in here? It looks like I had multiple lines in here that are just weird. Okay, let's take that one out. Give that a little edge. Bring this one down. just in case. I'm going to complicate things by drawing a hat. Why not? Why have things simple when you can add a hat and make it all difficult? Okay, fine. I'll give you whiskers because you have whiskers, but they're not going to show up. Alright, now she's got her hat on. She's happy. She's got her gift. Let's do the bottom of the gift here because... no. Let's change the angle of this gift because she's kind of walking... Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that's Momo and Coco sorted. And I can jump back. And I'm going to bring Momo forward. And I'll erase the bottom of her right down there, but I want to make sure that they're layered right. I could possibly move Coco over a little bit, but... Alright. Get rid of that, and let's go into this background, which I pretty much don't need any of the road. Always resist doing the ... because of Squall in Final Fantasy VIII. Irritated me so much. Oh, I was irritated. I mean, pretty much before because like, if I remember right, when in the very beginning, when you wake up, I think in the nurse room or the hospital room, there's a ton of his ellipses, you know, not talking. I got irritated that early, and I think by the time I got to name my character, I just named him Dumbass. I thought it was wonderful and hilarious, but my nephew at the time, he could read, but he didn't really understand that it was Dumbass. He thought it was Dumas or something. And then later in life he comes back and he's just like, you named the character Dumbass. And so I'm, you know, he wants to play FF8 and you know, oh my god, it just not in how it shows up in all of the dialogues. It was so wonderful. My poor nephew. God, it was so funny. Yeah. But yeah, so that's, I always think of that. And I think it shows up later again, like they have his character in Kingdom Hearts and he's doing that again. I want to name you properly, but I cannot. Oh, should he have his whiskers down because his wallet's empty? Alright, let's get the gesture of his body right, because I need to... He's going to be sitting in snow here. That being said, I did love that game quite a bit until it turned into Suddenly Aliens. And that was... I kind of feel like it was... I don't want to say what percentage through the game it was. It was near to the end. I want to... But yeah, it kind of was a little... I wish it had stayed in the fantasy realm and not kind of slipped into science fiction. I feel that way about Chrono Cross 2 because I love the first part of that where it's, you know, all of the dragons and then it... God, I forget. For some reason you go into this other area and that's, I think, the direct connection to Chrono Trigger or something like that. I didn't play Chrono Trigger, but there's this kind of, if I'm remembering right, it's like a snow-covered, like, spaceship type area that you have to go through. But you do get back to the dragons and good stuff in the fantasy areas. But yeah, I kind of was like, that's my least favorite part, but I'd like to replay Chrono Cross sometime. The music is just tremendous. And that was one of the first ones, well, no, not the first ones. I think the first one I played that had a variable destiny, like you picked certain characters or made certain choices and that changed the course of the game. Threads of Fate was kind of like that, but you could play from the perspective of two different characters in that one. And that was a really cute game that I loved. But I remember Chrono Cross is really being the first, and you could collect so many characters in that game, and there were some very big in-game decisions you had to make that would change things. I thought that was definitely cool. It's like my wallet is empty. My little leaf wallet. It has to be a leaf. Dee, hello! Welcome to the stream. I haven't grouped anything yet. I think his wallet needs to be opened a little bit more for the fly to fly out. Change this up a little bit. This all needs to come up higher, I think. Like looking in his wallet. There we go. You got it empty. Spent it all on popcorn and candy. Kind of like that one. That's a little bit more chagrined. Hold on just a second. Alrighty, I am back. I kind of like this one. He's just like, really? He's watching the fly. Maybe the fly could be taking his last little coin or something. No. I kind of like that one. It's just like, you have to do it. Did you really? Kind of like the eyes up a little bit, maybe. But I still like him looking over the fly. Like this one, he's like, oh Lord. All changes where you put the face. Maybe I need to turn the whiskers down. Does this deserve an oh no? I don't know if it deserves an oh no. Poor Floof. Not really all I need, because we're focused on his face and his. Let's make him a little bit bigger. Bring him up here a little bit. I'll put some snowdrifts gently sloping behind him. Alright, let's move on to the next set where Floof gets his idea. I can move this out. Save. I'm off to training, glad. Oh, take care, Ariana. Have a wonderful weekend and Merry Christmas. This is going to be, this is the last stream, and then next week I'll be off and I'll be back the following Tuesday, 29, 20, next Sunday. So Monday, and then Tuesday is the 29th? 29th? Yeah? Yes! Oh, yay, I can math. I can operate without my phone calendar. Some days. Rest of your day, have a good meeting. Okay, these eyes are not doing it. I need to draw a light bulb. So we're going to draw a straight, even one. And then I will angle it, because I feel like I do better when I can reflect these and make them symmetrical. Oh, that's better. Make this a little bit less sticky outy. Make a super small filament. There we go. A little bit. And now we've got the idea. Boop. Through the back. And let's bring, I need to drop, because this snow is crossing over Floof's foot. Oops, that's too much. I'll bring this up and I'm going to go ahead and cut. You know what? I think I'll just bring these. Bring these down so they don't overlap so much. So I saw the trailer for the second half of Stranger Things, and then I didn't realize that they're not only delaying part 2 until Christmas, they're delaying the finale then until a week later at New Year's. So we get a Merry Christmas cliffhanger and a Happy New Year resolution. If you were not advertising that when you dropped part 1, you just dropped that on us now. Shame on you, Netflix. That one's done. Let's hit save. And now he's going to be collecting. So I changed it from, since I did that one that was pretty similar where Momo gets a wreath, a heart wreath. I'm going to change this one to, he's going to harvest some snow flowers, some winter flowers. What did I call them? Snow blossoms. And Floof is going to transplant them into a pot with other items, and he's going to give that evergreen gift to his Floofy friend. Alright, so now we've got to collect the materials. Did I hit save? Alright. That. Oops. I'm going to offset this. As he is looking off to the side. So ooh, what is this? So I have to have the face a little bit offset at least. I need to make, let's just do that separately. So maybe I've got his foot here, but then he's also in the snow. Let's just draw the entire snowscape here. And then I'm going to have some flowers. He's going to have the transplanted ones that are ready to that's going to work out pretty well. Let me just group this and I'll finish this section and I'll position it right. Probably won't need to show that, but let's get these flowers knocked out. I'm going to take that point size down a little bit. Yeah. Erase that one where that little leaf is peeking out. And let's fix this. Maybe I'll cinch it in just a little bit more. There we go. Alright, so now this bundle of flowers, I can get rid of my guides. And now I need to bring this up. So maybe he's going to be holding on to it like this. Uh-oh, I forgot. Let's get rid of that. Go in here. I want to go in here again. Well, I'll do that later. I'll do that later. Maybe he's holding up a bit of snow moss. And this can have just a little bit around these guys. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and group these, I think. Do I want to have, I kind of want to have a side, but maybe I have to bring that up a little bit. We've got our little group of snow flowers there. And then he's wondering, well, if this moss grows in close proximity to these guys, maybe that's a key to their survival. So maybe I should plant some moss with my little snow flowers. There's that. And I don't really need all of the snow back here, but I'm going to keep that there anyway. And I'm not going to erase this part of the flower either, because I may want to reposition it a little bit. So I'm going to keep that until I'm absolutely certain I don't need it. And then also these guys, I may want to make them a little bigger or move them around a bit more. So I'm going to keep the background I have here for now, and I'll make that decision when I'm at the coloring stage. And so we have now the make scene, and then the gifting scene. I love this. Like, oh no, oh no. I bought too many popcorns. Or maybe I should say that I bought too many popcorns. No, I'll think about it. Alright, so we've got the little, I've got to show the little pot here. And let's see what my point size is. 15. Back up to where it should be. And let's put the, I'm gonna have the snow flowers kind of sitting here. Getting his little pot ready. I'm not quite sure. I want to have that. He's going to be sitting here in the center, and I'm going to have that. And I want to show it's a little bit cracked and old. That's what he's been able to find. And let's see, I had 2 flowers in here, so they definitely still have to be 2. They'll be like that. And maybe I'll bring this down a little bit like he's preparing stuff. I'm going to group this guy so I can just draw the whole thing. I'm going to be leaning over a little bit here. A whole big stretch. Let's see if I can get you a little bit more. We might have some air mitts. Definitely some big purrs. I'm going to do a small going to be putting the moss in there, I think. So I need to drop this out. Now, let me bring this, I've got to bring the planter forward because he can't be sitting in front of the planter, but also be behind it. So I need to bring this forward a little bit. Like that. And maybe extend the planter a little bit. Group planter, how about that? Take this fluffy little bit, redo the arm. I'll put this in the pot. No. Go back over here. Let's get back into the flute group. If I erase this, is it going to look silly or is it going to look okay? That'll look maybe okay. So erase the corner. All right, so he's putting a little symbiotic poof. Get this section sorted. And let's draw some flowers again. I like this, but I think it needs to move down a little bit. Maybe down and in, and then have that. Now I don't need that even part in the back. To move that up and scooch that over, and now I can erase this and these. And then this whole thing can move down kind of in the foreground here. And then I'm just gonna shoot, maybe make. All right, let's give him a couple of wiggles. All right, now let's get this set of, whoops. Gotta be on, whoops. Be on the right layer, and then I gotta be selecting the right thing, and then drawing over everything else isn't that good of an idea. So, all right, now I need to got this one down to 30%. Move it up a little bit. And save. Alrighty, I think I'll probably end the stream there. Oh, big toes, big stretch. I want to give another big stretch. Oh, no, look, big stretch. That was a good one. Thank you, Beanie. Oh, she's broken. Her leg is out. It's just straight out. It's like she's stuck. All right. So I've got the first part of this good. I've got this last bit to do, and it'll be the final gift pot with a bow, and the little snowflowers and the little poofs are going to be in there. And so Floof is going to DIY their Christmas gift. And then hopefully I'll have time to do the other one, maybe get a little bit of the lining done because it is such a short comic. The EL with the ribbons, I'm going to have that hopefully done, or at least lined, so I can devote most of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to the longer Christmas comic, which I have already written and have, I would say, maybe 75% sketched out. It's going to be "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." It's going to be a version of that, condensed quite a bit, and with Pudge as Santa and Floof Deer pulling his sleigh. And I believe it's going to be, I think I'll probably have Coconut narrating, but it'll be Coconut and Momo at the start, with the line, "When what to our wondering eyes did appear, but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny Floof Deer. With a curly-tailed driver I just wanted to hug. I knew in a moment he must be Santa Pug." I think this will be my 3rd Santa Pug comic. It continues, and this is, I have these 4 frames mapped out here. And then I continue on, and these are the ones that I have to tweak a little bit and sketch out. because I'm not sure if I want to do 3 frames or another 4 frames, or if I want to have a nice, wouldn't be an establishing shot, but it would be a final shot of Santa Pug driving away and saying, you know, Merry Christmas to all and to all, good night. But as far as the poem goes, it continues. He jumped down with a sack of presents on his back, and he passed them all out with a grin on his snout. With a bark, he drove out of sight, saying Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night. I had that second line, second to last line, a little bit longer, but speaking it out loud helped me figure out that it was a little bit too, had too many beats in it compared to the original lyrics, or the original poem, and so I shortened it. And really what I subtracted wasn't all that important, so I feel that flows better, and especially flowing into the end where he is pulling out of sight. But yeah, so that will be a Christmas comic. I'm going to work on that this weekend, fingers crossed, and hopefully it will go faster than expected. But I'll get all of these lined up, so hopefully there will be 2 comics next week. There will be this one for tomorrow. We'll see how it goes though. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my ending screen. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Thursday and a wonderful week. I hope you have a excellent Christmas week and holiday. I will be back. What did I determine? Was it the 29th? No, the 30th is Tuesday. So I'll be streaming that next Tuesday. So next week, no streams, and then I'll be back on Tuesday. And hopefully I'll be doing, one of my goals is to really get into Procreate Dreams 2 and see if I can figure out the new tools there, and maybe do a couple of illustrations in the updated regular Procreate. So that's going to be my soft goal for the next week. So if you want to see some of those progress, or sorry, time-lapse things, keep an eye on my Twitter and Instagram. I'll be posting those there. But yeah, thank you, Kathy D. I know you bounced, Ariana, but thank you again so much for joining. And you know, all my lurkers, I always appreciate your company and chat. I hope you have a very wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.